What's going on, guys? Today we are back, and today we're going to talk about what the heck is going on here at Dirt Garage. As you can see, there is a new blue truck behind me. The 85 is here, and I'll give you an update on what is going on with the 1UZ swap.
Brought to you in part by Overland Outfitters.
So let's start off this video by talking about the 85. As you might be able to tell, it is sitting a fair bit taller than it used to be. And that is because we just installed the Trail Gear 3-inch lift springs into the front of it. And yeah, that lifted up a fair bit. And now because of these lift springs, the factory push-pull steering system that comes on these 85s with the factory solid axle will no longer work. And now we're waiting for a high steer kit to show up so we can get this thing back up and running and back on the trails. And something else we did to the 85, it is now running a factory e-locker from a 2000 4Runner in the front diff. And not only that, we are putting a Lock-Right locker in the rear end of the 85 so we can finally ditch that welded rear end. And next up, let's talk about this blue thing behind me. This is Corey's new truck. Now, Corey had that other blue Toyota pickup that we bought already solid axle swap and was labeled the budget build right off the get-go. But the problem with that truck is the cab was so beat and rotten, it's essentially garbage. And not only that, we recently found some frame rot, so it was a lot easier just to move all the solid axles, the dual cases, you know, all of it over onto a clean cab with a clean frame. So something different we're doing with this truck is we've already put a 2RZ in it in place of the 22RE that came with this truck. Now something special we're going to be doing with the 2RZ is we're going to be turbocharging it, so make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for that one. And in case you're wondering, the color Corey just painted it's Voodoo Blue. It's the same blue you'll see on like the newer Tacomas, and I think the Tundras and the 4Runners also got this color. And now finally, let's talk about my truck, the 1989 Toyota pickup. Now, as most of you probably know, I did have a 2UZ in this a few months ago that lit on fire, and I had to do a fire restoration. It was a process. Well, after the truck was restored, I found a 1UZ and I put the 1UZ in. And unfortunately, my bad luck didn't stop at the fire. So I put this 1UZ in, I got it running, I've heard it running a few times, until the timing belt skipped. And at first, I didn't think much of it because I thought this was a non-interference motor, but it turns out 95 plus 1UZs are interference. So when the timing belt skipped, it bent intake valves, and now, well, the heads need to be rebuilt. And that is not a cheap process. So to fix this, I've got yet another 1UZ coming to drop into place. The new one is 100% a non-interference, so that's nice at least. Anyways, guys, this is just a quick kind of update video letting you know what projects are on the go, what we have going on, why I've been a little bit slow on the channel lately, mostly because of my problems with this thing. But yeah, lots of videos to come. I'll be sure to make a video on the high steer conversion on the 85. You guys are going to see a lot more of that blue trucks build, and hopefully not too long from now, we'll all be back on the trails. Anyways, guys, if you like stuff, please remember to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hey, we'll see you in the next one.
Make a couple stacks, do exactly what I want to. Mix a couple tracks, get a lady that I'm drawn to. Turn up to the max, get me faded till I'm gone, dude. I do what I want, couldn't stop me if you wanted to. I just work hard, yeah, harder than the rest. Some people say I'm lucky, others say